Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, friends, welcome to Sarajevo, and this is an amazing opportunity and honor for me to see this amazing group of people here to discuss the topics which standing as a fundamental for digital transformation and processes for new decade we coming in. I'm here on behalf of Communication Regulatory Agency and our Director General, Mr. Predrag Kovac. As you already know, Communication Regulatory Agency is a national regulator for electronic communication and electronics media. So in some cases we are part of government, but we are very proud that we're trying to be some unconventional governmental organization, so we are very interested to pushing technologies forward. A week ago, before you came here, on April 8th, we are very proud to announce that Bosnia and Herzegovina is not anymore the last country in Europe without 4G. Actually, just a few days before that, we signed a roaming agreement for Western Balkan region, trying to destroy the borders in the digital world between our countries, preparing ourselves to join the digital single market of European Union, and everything what we are doing right now is aligned with the European Union Digital Agenda 2020. From perspective of Bosnia and Herzegovina, I just have a few slides. Okay. I just want to present you some results in Bosnia and Herzegovina which we already did in this direction. But there is a lot of amazing stories how to promote the idea of freedom of internet, how to push the internet development in progress. Actually, we are working right now on the strategy for broadband developing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, trying to define some goals that we have more than 90% of people using high-speed broadband access with data rates above the 100 megabit per second before 2025, trying to motivate our internet service providers to install the new fiber optics infrastructure. So I'll share with you just a few short details I don't want to read. You can find some statistics. Actually, this is some activities in Communication Regulatory Agency of Bosnia and Herzegovina related with internet. We are responsible to providing the licenses for internet service provider in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And of course, we have some basic rules for that. This is the system how actually the decision-making in Bosnia and Herzegovina working, and Communication Regulatory Agency here acting as a engineering organization the closest to the government, and we are the last voice before decision-making in Council of Ministers and Ministry for Transport and Communications. So this is some our basic statistics about how many service providers we have in different categories. For internet service providers, we currently have 67. And of course, we are expecting that during the liberalization of the market, we will get a better competition between service providers. This is some basic statistics of Bosnia and Herzegovina in sense of mobile internet access. Actually, we collecting this data, and this is the part of our responsibility according to the law on communication, that tracking the market. This is internet penetration trends, and we are very proud that we're getting better and better. Of course, we have all this data, and this presentation for everybody is available. Internet subscribers, but data rate. So actually, we can say that 95% of our users migrate to broadband access. If you define the broadband something what is above the 2 megabit per second, but actually, we are strongly working that moved up to 100 megabits per second as an average access data rate if it's possible, what is actually the goal defined by European Union also. This is some, of course, different statistics about the technology used for internet access in Bosnia and Herzegovina. I will skip this data. We have a map where we present the internet, fixed broadband penetration internet in different parts of Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's very common that the best results we have around the capital city of Sarajevo, of course. It's a red color. But of course, we are trying to educate and motivate people to use internet for different purposes, what is actually the part of digital transformation and creating the paperless economy in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Of course, we have some statistics which are related with internet usage by different age. So you can also analyze some different habits and expectations from different generations in Bosnia and Herzegovina. And of course, we are proud to say that we don't have a problem with digital skills of younger generation, what actually enable that we can change some of our business processes and government processes to digital paperless ecosystem. What we are going to do? We are trying to promote some future directions of internet, including the smart applications. I personally was involved in one European project related with smart city topics when we create actually the first full operating smart city service in Sarajevo, a few kilometers far away from here. So this smart technologies, Internet of Things, massive machine-to-machine deployment is something what naturally pushing the IPv6 in the game. And I'm very glad to know that it's happening. Permanent roaming is very critical things that we need to break the digital barriers and borders between countries, because you cannot imagine self-driving a smart car. You are driving from Bosnia to Croatia. In one moment, you don't have a connection to internet because it's too expensive to use the data transfer in the roaming. We're trying to work in this direction to create a positive regulatory and legal framework to enable these services. We can discuss about other topics. I already discussed with my friends from RIPE about possible cooperation in the European level between BEREC, RIPE, and other organizations to try to create one positive environment to discuss how we can improve our internet for the future, because a lot of things will change in the next decade. Now, more than 90% of internet traffic is generated by people or calls or whatever. In the next decade, machines will dominate as a generator of traffic at all. So thank you one time more, because you are in Sarajevo, and hope we will enjoy and cooperate well in the following session. Thank you very much.